easiest way to communicate with someone would be through text or calling them.
So do you text a lot?
Yeah.
All the time? Like how many texts do you think you send a day?
More than 100 easily in less than 10 minutes.
More than 100 in less than 10 minutes?
Yeah.
What?
Like different people.
Different people? You're just texting constantly?
Yeah.
You have unlimited text messaging then?
Yes.
For sure? Okay. So do you ever call and have like actual conversations?
Not really, unless it's my mom or dad.
You know, for us to learn new things from people in my generation, I think we try, but there's just some things we're not gonna catch on to. I mean, when I first started teaching, I had a tape recorder, and I was like the cool kid on the block in the teacher's lounge because I would tape my kids doing things, or I would play tapes, you know. And I remember when I was in school, which is maybe 15 years before I started to teach, you know, we used to have the little film strips where you just click, you hear the click, and you turn to the next film strip, and that was high technology for us back then. So for me to get a movie off of Netflix in the middle of class to show to kids, or even even just an image to show to kids off of a computer is way beyond things I ever thought they would be.
According to Mark Prensky, digital immigrants can learn the language of technology, but they will always have an accent. Little things they do, like printing out their emails and forgetting they can just Google something instead of asking around. Many digital immigrants have become incredibly fluent in technology to the point where they know more than their digital native students. Many of my colleagues are digital immigrants because they did not learn how to use technology until they were in college or after. Now these same digital immigrants are the teachers that teach the online courses and have their own websites where the students can find everything they need for their class. Schools push for more technology in the classroom, and I think many teachers are stepping up and becoming more and more fluent. The gap between the digital natives and the digital immigrants is decreasing.
I prefer PowerPoint on a projector. I don't know, it just keeps me more focused and alert. For example, when they change slides, they do different attractions and themes and.
Just makes you pay more attention?
Yeah.
It's not.
Helps me understand better because everything's faster and it's not just bookwork because that bores you.
I have a ceiling projector that is attached to my computer and a document camera which is attached to the computer. And when those are working, which is becoming more often, sometimes they just break down and you have to wait a week or so for the district to come fix it. But when those are working, that's what I use. So
technology, the way I use it, it's changed. It's just come gradually over the last 30 years that I've been teaching, 40 years that I've been teaching. I think I use it more than I think I do. I take roll on my telephone. I have all of the books that I use in my Nook, and I can project those on the screen. I use all the movies that I show through Netflix or the computer. These things, they happened over time, and it's funny because I think that I'm not very savvy in terms of technology, but I've learned to do the minimal, and I think that helps in the classroom. I think the kids learn more when I talk in their language and use computers and that type of thing.
Mark Prensky wrote his article, Digital Natives, Digital Immigrants, in 2001. I was in 7th grade. So he was writing technically about me being a digital native. And so now we have people who are digital natives teaching digital natives. And I think that's the change that has occurred since his article was published. And a lot of the digital immigrants are up to date with technology. A lot of digital immigrants, people 10, 15 years older than me, know a lot more than me when it comes to technology. I know a lot, but not as much as some people. So although there is a big gap with some teachers, I think we've come a long way, and I think it's just going to get better. More digital natives are teaching digital natives, and I see the kids and they're addicted to their cell phones just as much as I am.
and to their computers and to their iPads, or whatever form of technology they're addicted to. So I think we've come a long way, and the gap is getting smaller, and it's just going to get better.